They wanted to make Tolkien's work. They wanted to take a pre-existing story and establish fan base and all these things and make it represent the modern world. That's exactly what they said. A modern retelling of Tolkien's world means it should look like our world. That's what executive producers on the show said. And as a result, ended up being a complete and total disaster. We talked about this a lot. It's been over a year since Rings of Power came out, and it was a total and complete failure. The most expensive series ever created. And not only did it get completely bashed by the audience, but nobody tuned in. Only 37% of people that started it actually finished the series. Oof. And it doesn't look like a lot of those people are going to come back for season 2. But Jeremy, they're deciding to go all in on season 2, right? We've got black elves, we've got black dwarves, we've got a lot of representation. Well, now we need more representation. This is from Fellowship of the Fans. Rings of Power season 2. Gavi Singh Chera is Sauron. Now, he's being referred to as original form Sauron. There's no like confirmation of whether he's going to play like the Anatar version, which I don't even think Amazon has fucking rights to Anatar, to be honest with you. They've already completely fucked up the story with what they did with Hallbrand, with Celebrimbor. They've already fucked up the story completely and totally. But they decided this time for a different version of Sauron, we need to be very, very diverse.
God dang, man. I saw like I'm so detached from this fucking series and everything. I don't care what they're doing. I saw these stories going around. I mean, again, I don't know what they expect is going to happen with this season after the disaster of the first season. But I seem to think that identity politics is the answer to all of their problems. And so here we go now with somebody said Brown Ron.
It stood out to you, huh? That's not even like clever. That got Jeremy right there.
It's so funny because it's so stupid. But yes, go for it, I guess. I mean, you're literally just you're going to be. You said 37% of people finished. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. 37%. That is. I mean, I'm not a smart man, but 37% is a failing grade, okay, in school. I failed enough in school to know that a 37 is not a good number. You don't maintain 37% and think that that's a good thing, especially when you started out with something that has a fan base of this magnitude and a following of this magnitude. I mean, this is Lord of the Rings, man. This is Lord of the Rings, the most expensive show ever made with the Lord of the Rings name in it. And now your answer is this right here. So diversity.
The thing is, this is a story that you don't need to make represent the modern world or make more diverse. This is a story that's been translated. I think the only thing that's been translated into more fucking languages is probably like the Bible than the Lord of the Rings, books. Because it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what country or origin you're from. People identify with the story and the characters, even if the heroes might not look anything like them. And Tolkien's world is diverse. Middle-earth is diverse. They just decided they wanted to diversify characters that are specifically described as a completely different way. And there is no description of Sauron in any form we've ever seen that this person, Gavi Singh Chera, he might be a great actor, but there's no version of Sauron that this person looks like. There just is not. Now we know that the Rings of Power is just making shit up as they go. It's non-canon. It's a fan fiction written by people who aren't even actually fans. But, it's a testament to how widespread this story has become and how many different countries and languages it's in, that you don't need to get people represented to get people engaged with the story. People have been engaging with it for decades. It's got a massive fan base for a reason. And there's some hidden replies here. Should we brave the hidden replies?
I was actually going to ask you if you've seen them, and I had anticipated you had already seen some of them.
Let's take a risk. This is just what the fuck? This is literally just a head. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you hide that?
Well, again, that guy, it pretty much, if you're hiding there, I guess I think that it's acceptable if you want to hide the porn bots. I've seen some people hide the porn bots.
For sure.
I don't hide anything, but if you want to hide the porn bots, that's fine. But anybody who's just going to hide at just general replies, no matter how mean or not mean the criticism is, this is the road you're going to go down. And now you've literally you're hiding a face palm. You're hiding a face palm. Oh my God.
Palm emoji. What the fuck? That gets hidden. Is this a fucking troll post? It says Gen Z Jesus. And I like his Jesus number 2 with an _2. What the fuck? He is not like an angel. Really, it must be a joke. So basically, he's going to look nothing like Sauron, right? This is not like angelic and ethereal, and not the first descriptive words that come to mind when looking at him. So happy the original movies exist. Sacred. You hid this reply. You hid this reply and you turned off replies, basically. Well, once you realize you were probably going to get a lot of fucking backlash. So happy the original movies exist. Sacred. Fellowship of Fans, the shill site Fellowship of Fans, decides they need to hide that.
Unbelievable.
It's pathetic.
Unbelievable.
We've taken enough risks. I don't know how many more are down there.
Yeah. You got to be careful on that. So I hoped Elon Musk would actually get rid of the hidden replies feature, because I think it's just it's so ridiculous. Like I just force people to have to deal with it. It is the Thunderdome. Let people just have to deal with it. But either way, the hidden replies is funny too, because you're basically just consolidating all of the comments that you don't want people to see, and you're giving people just an easy way to see all the comments that you don't want seen, which it doesn't make sense to me why people think that hidden replies are a good idea. I don't know why people think that that's a good idea, because it's so dumb. But anyway, because we wouldn't be able to find all that, Ryan, if they didn't hide all of them. You know what I mean? But the Fellowship of the Fans, a fan site for the fans, apparently just not allowing the fans to have a voice or letting their words be seen. Ridiculous. But yeah, Rings of Power, man, I have no interest in watching season 2. I don't give a shit about this show. It's such trash. I hated the first season. I despised it. It was unwatchable. It was tough to get through. And I think this next season is going to be even worse. They've learned nothing. And it's clear that they've learned nothing. They are not interested in listening to feedback. So it's going to be probably a bigger disaster than the first season, to be honest.
Less people are going to watch. That's for sure.